Okay, we got some clarity on something, and it's different than we talked about a couple of days ago. Quick timeline. What's Jon Jones going to do, and when is he going to do it? Which was very fair game because Jon was not just going after Stipe/Cormier 2 weeks ago, meaning a championship fight. He was talking about Ngannou, which was not a championship fight. So now all of a sudden it's like, okay, is Jon going to go and be a contender? If he's just looking for big fights, there's a lot of parity at heavyweight. Is that possible? History says no. History says a champion moves up, the champion fights for the championship. History even says a step further, a former champion moves up. They fight one time, then they go fight for the championship. I mean, just to prove that point, Dana comes out and basically said the most ridiculous question I've ever. Yes, of course Jon is going to fight for the championship. The guy is completely undefeated aside from one referee who thought he lost a fight. Just telling you what he said. So that's interesting though. And I'll tell you why. If you're in the heavyweight division, the heavyweight division got very interesting as soon as Stipe and Cormier got done, because for the first time in a meaningful period of time, it was now contender season. I mean, that division was locked up between Stipe and Cormier. Then it was locked up between Stipe and Cormier again. Then it was locked up between Stipe and Cormier a third time. So there just wasn't a lot of opportunity. I mean, this is what your life dream is, and you're putting everything on hold and sacrificing. You got to have a little bit of motivation. You got to see light at the end of the tunnel. And now all of a sudden, you don't again. You don't again because Stipe versus Ngannou is next. By the way, doesn't have a date. And if you get the calendar out for the year, it doesn't look like that's going to be able to happen this year. So let's say you do it early next year, January, February, probably a pretty good guess. Once that gets done, Stipe or Ngannou is not going to be in the ring the next time, which appears to be with Jon Jones, until this time next year, which means if you become the top contender, you're not going to have a crack at it until roughly 2022. Now, I lay that out because as dark as that may sound, you're wrong. You're wrong. And if everybody else in that division falls for that, you've got an opportunity. There will never be a time in this industry where you will get more opportunity faster than being ready. If you are ready, if you are within striking distance of weight, if you are within striking distance of in shape, and you are ready to go on short notice, the skies will part. At some point in your career, every single one of you, mark my words, at some point in your career, the skies will part. And you will be so grateful to your own discipline, to your own coaches who didn't let you stay at home for months on end and gain weight and get out of shape. It's a very real thing. So if you are one of the heavyweights and you're at all feeling deflated today, let the other suckers choke on that. If you're telling me we've got the heavyweight division established at the top, who's fighting for the belts until 2022, that is a bet I would not make. Something will happen. Something always happens. Something you could never in the history of MMA plan 2 years in advance and then be right. It doesn't. Go ask Justin Gaethje. Go ask Justin if staying in shape and staying near weight is a good idea. Just for a recent example, if you're a heavyweight and you think that contender season has ended, let every other sucker make that mistake. You stay sharp. You stay ready. If you're the one guy, I can't guarantee it. No guarantees in this business. I'm just telling you, if it was me, I don't know if you perceive this, that opportunity was just lost. You are not studying this sport. Opportunity has just opened.